You're a wicked man. You cannot hide behind the church, and you're a sinner.
This is the Reverend David Fletcher, son of a peer, friend of John Smyth, the most prolific serial abuser associated with the Church of England. And now we can reveal David Fletcher was an abuser himself. Jeni lives in Australia now, but she grew up in Hertfordshire and met David Fletcher when she was just 13 years old. David Fletcher's father was a Labour peer who served in Harold Wilson's government. One evening in the autumn of 1980, Jeni was invited over.
I was swimming and David had got in, and he then threw his swimming trunks onto the side of the pool. And I would have been, I think, nearly 17 at that time. I started swimming, and then he was swimming towards me. He put his arm out and he put his hands between my legs, and then I tried to pull away, and then he carried on, and basically he digitally penetrated me. I felt ashamed. I felt defiled. I felt I was trapped.
Jeni saw little point in reporting the incident to the police.
I felt I wouldn't be believed. You know, he's a man of the cloth, and how could I, if I walked into a station and said, this vicar has just done this to me and he's been doing all these other things, he would have been so persuasive.
Mr. Smyth, Cathy Newman from Channel 4 News. We're told that you beat young men until they bled. Why did you do that?
I'm not talking about that.
The Reverend David Fletcher was one of the first to learn about Smyth's barbaric beatings of boys and young men, set out in unsparing detail in a secret report by the Reverend Mark Ruston. A report concealed by the church for 35 years, until its contents were laid bare by Channel 4 News 8 years ago. David Fletcher was a key instigator of that cover-up.
He's covering up because his stuff would have come out. All the abuse that he's been carrying out would come to light. And I think they were all just protecting themselves.
What would you say to David Fletcher if he was here now and in front of you?
That you're a wicked man. You cannot hide behind the church or your God, whatever your God is, and you're a sinner.